In this video, I'm going to show you how I turned my garage into a $65,000 dream podcast and video studio. I'm going to walk out there right now and go in my garage, and I'm going to show you and tell you the story of how I did this. Here I go. So I've been making videos and podcasts for years now, and I had no place to work because my dogs are always barking or my beautiful wife is calling my name and needs something. So I rented out an office space, like $1,000 a month for a little office. And then I got sick of that after a while, and my wife and I have a landscaping business and I have a podcast, but I'm going to go on it right now. Come on, my doggy. Yeah. All right, so I said, you know what? I'm sick and tired of leasing office space, and a bigger office is going to be $1,800 a month just for a podcast studio. So I said, you know what? I saved up some money. I said, I'm going all in. I'm about to show you this old garage, and there's cameras everywhere, in and out. Used to be just an old, dusty, drafty garage with nothing but wood inside and oil-stained concrete floor with cracks. It looked just like an old 1960 garage that you would park cars in, and you're gonna see what I did to it, and I'll explain it all to you in a second. I can't show you my code. All right, here we go. Let's go inside, flip her. Okay, here we go. Alexa, turn all of the Philips Hue lights on. Oh, I got to unplug because I was out of town. All right, so this podcast studio, let me plug this in because you got to see this right here. It's got electricity. This powers everything on both sides. But listen to me. Okay, so I started out by getting the foam sprayed, the insulation all inside. Alexa, turn the Philips Hue lights on. In between all the wood and on the ceiling, so it's like thick, like 2 to 4 inches of thick weatherproofing foam for insulation. That was like $3,000. And then I had the drywall guys come and drywall the whole ceiling and all the thing, and mud tape, paint, sand, everything, and we left the wood beams all exposed, and my wife and I stained them. Then after we got that done, then we went and got the whole floor epoxy. I picked this white with the chips because white is bright and it kind of like reflects light. It's like a nice alive type of, like a white, beautiful white for a garage floor. This was like $3,000. And then I had a woodworking expert guy come in and cove out all these windows with this nice, beautiful wood that we stained on both sides. And he put baseboards all the way around here. See? All the way up over here, right? So now we got the garage all framed out and ready. Then I went on Amazon and I spent, I don't know, I must have spent $1,000 on all this flooring here. I got Alexa powered, voice powered, everything. So see, it's dirty from here, but it's clean over here. And then this cushy stuff, it's like the stuff that like workout mat stuff. It's around the whole garage floor. Everywhere, see, all the way around for soundproofing, because it was so echoey in here. It was like a coliseum, like it was a pure echo, not good for podcasts. So then I dropped another couple grand every week, and I just kept buying more and 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 more soundproofing material and putting it all over the ceiling, up and down the ladder 500 times for months. And then sound diffusion stuff, and then it was still too echoey here in the center for my podcast, which I'll get to this in a second. So I started hanging it from the ceiling and baffling it out to catch. Where's my dog? Gracie! Where'd you go, baby? 1 second. Gracie. Oh, she's fine. Okay. So then it was still a little echoey here, so we draped the blanket. Here's an echo spot. You can walk around. Anyways, next is then we started going to the walls. So we painted the walls, nice color. We got an accent wall here, and then I got a brand new garage door installed. That was another $2,800 because our old garage door is from like 1960. So we got this really nice LiftMaster. It's like a steel back insulated, super high quality, heavy duty sealed garage door that's insulated. And then I went on top of that and I bought more garage door insulation material and I stuck it to the garage door to further insulate it. And then I put this big green thing over it, like a green grass. So it doesn't look like this big white garage door. That was done. And then thousands of dollars of Cobalt cabinets to store stuff all over the place. Cobalt cabinets, because we need storage on the walls. Which everything I'm showing you is months and months and months of deciding and banging my head against the wall. We got more Cobalt cabinets to store all the stuff, more storage. And then once that was done, then I get this big rug from Ollie's Bargain Outlet to do the whole gigantic rug. That was like another $250 for the rug. Now it's nice and dry in here and soundproofed. Here, how's it? And then I got this soundproof. What's this? It's like a voiceover studio. Microphone, headphones, lights. You can get in there. That's why I record audiobooks and do voiceovers. So in like my dogs and neighbors' dogs and traffic, when you get in there, you can't really hear it. So then once all that was done, then I started doing the decoration with the foam and going on Amazon and eBay and ordering all this stuff and putting all this crap all over the walls to really control the sound in here. Hey, my baby. I love my dogs. Then the furniture, I had podcast guests over and I had like old nasty futon. I invested and got from Kirkland's these nice couches. My friend made this for me out of a tree. My friend William, he's a great friend. And then at home, I bought all this stuff. It's more stuff matching over here, like nightstands. And we got a big screen TV. We got a whole studio set up here. And the beat machine and keyboard, recording stuff, keyboard. We got a vibe board right here for teaching. I gotta go actually live in about an hour from now. And we're gonna do some streaming stuff. Some friends, we got the podcast, the multi-switcher, the tablet, the laptop, the ring lights, everything's, once it's all hooked up, voice activated by Alexa, turn all the Philips Hue lights green. I gotta plug those one in over there. So they turn colors. There's my YouTube plaque. But here's the one thing I want to say about all the, here's the crank up and crank down desk. See, it goes up and down. This is a Husky desk. I've dreamed about this one desk right here. 2 years of just dreaming about this desk before I finally coughed up the money. The Canon C200, dreamed about this for 4 years before I finally coughed up the money. Every single thing in this studio, I could speak for 5 hours straight and make 100 videos about this. Every single individual thing in this studio every single individual item was a complete obsession. Staying up till 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, obsessing, of being trapped in fear before I finally took the risk and got the hustled and saved and bought the shit, right? Every preamp, every camera piece, every desk. It actually all started with this desk. Was the first time I said, because my podcast was at a plastic table, a $40 plastic table. I said, what do I need a nice table for? I don't deserve it. I said, you know what? The beginning started with this table. And my wife came home. She goes, oh. Like, so when you take yourself serious and you start buying physical things. These plants are $60 a piece, dude. There is $65,000 worth of stuff in here. Listen to what I'm saying right now. Looks, I never wanted to accept this, but looks mean so much, okay? I'm wearing a white t-shirt. You probably don't even take me serious. You're like, this guy's wearing a white t-shirt. He's an average Joe. How can I listen to what this guy's saying or want to subscribe or give him money or watch his videos? But I guarantee you, if I was wearing a 3-piece suit, and wearing a nice watch, and I was like looking like the boss man, and I pulled up in a Corvette, or was like, you'd be like, no, that's not true. I'm just saying, like, I hate this, but you have to invest in yourself and invest in things. So my podcast on video, like when I got all the cameras set up, it's the Untrapped podcast. We just crossed 900,000 downloads. It looks dope. So people say, wow. Like when your shit looks good, people say, dude, look, I got plants in here. Look at this. All over the plants. Plants. plants, 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 plants. People are like, that's a plants. That's a lot of plants. But from a distance, when you're not really paying attention, it just kind of blends into the scenery. When I turn this off and I turn all the, look at this. You're like, this guy's crazy. Where's my doggy? The reason I'm so hyper and acting weird is because I want success so bad that it causes me suffering. I want success so bad that I have an anxiousness. Okay, there you go. With the lights on. I kind of like this little, this is my spot currently on the couch. I plug in this microphone. See? Oh, they see this thing right here? This big reflector dish? I love this thing. It's a big, huge reflector, and it was like $100. But this thing is amazing. You could put it on a tripod. I just put it down here, so when the light reflects and bounces it up back into your face, so therefore you, when you're on camera, you don't look like The Walking Dead. It illuminates your face, and so I just sit here and now do promotions right here. One thing, dude, I could do a 3 hours of video, no, maybe an hour just talking about lighting. See how gigantic the softbox is with the diffuser? Like, that's so highly important. The bigger the light source, and then the backlight. Dude, I paid a guy $1,500 just to come in here for like 8 hours and help me do set design. Yeah, I have unlimited videos until I die in here. I could literally, I'm so fucking obsessed. I'm so obsessed with this and with success. This is nothing. This is beautiful, but this is nothing. Dude, I want an 8,000 square foot studio. A monster studio with a loft and guest bedrooms and different podcast rooms. I want it to have a bathroom with a whole kitchen area and like cooking, so I can throw live events and people show up at $1,000 a piece and we'll do mastermind events. That's what I want, and I'm not gonna stop until I get it, bro. I'm pumped. Let's go. I'm fucking fired. Ooh, I need to stop cussing. I meet people in person and they're like, you know, I like your videos, but you said the F word and you're going to go to hell. I'm like, you know what's awesome? You.